So here to talk through this tight fit Sudoku called Thin Line by Big Boys by Akash Doulani. I'm going to start with just looking at some of the tight fit cells. You have a 7 over a larger number, but it can't be a 9, so this will have to be an 8. You have a 7, which will be over an 8 or a 9. So in some ways, we've got some notes there. This will be a 1 that can be over a 2, 3, 4. This will be a 4 over a 2, 3. This will be 5, needs to be 1, 2, 4 with the 3 already eliminated. So some constraints just based off the size of things. One thing to notice, which you'll actually get from looking across at these clues, is you always will have these triples of cells next to other triples of cells, which will have to contain the same digits. And this has 2 and 6. This has 5, 7, and 8. And that actually means that over here, we need a 5 with a 7, 8 pair. And over here, we're going to need to have 2 and 6. And so we now actually have eliminated all the options except for the 2 with the big 6 there. That puts a 6 somewhere down in this cage. Seeing what else it gives, we can actually propagate some other digits, like these two 1s gives a 1 here, gives a big 1 here. This 4 gives a big 4 here, which leaves behind just a 3 and a 9. These two 9s give a 9 in this cell, give a 9 in this cell. Now actually force a 9 in this cell. We've got 1, 3, 4 to finish up top, and this 1 comes over to this cell, which puts another 1 down here. We have this 5 coming to this cell, and actually this is the same kind of thinking. 3, 4, 5, 9 is the whole set for these 3 cells, so the 4 has to come to the top, so that does eliminate one of these options. This 4 now is forced to be over here with a big 3. Another big 3, that's going to force this cell now just be a 2. 2 at the top and 2 down here is making me look at the digit 2. This is actually the last space a 2 can go in that column, putting the 2 in here. This is a 2 forced. This is 7 and 8, so we'll resolve that as soon as we get the other digits down, and this is where it's going to be. Notice that this cell can't have a 5 or 7 in it. So this is 5, 7, this is an 8. That puts the 8, 7 here, finishing out the space. 4 to complete this row. We have 6 and 8 to go. Right now we've got the 6 up above, so that puts a 6 in here, puts in a big 8, which now means this is an 8 and this is a 7. We're going to have to finish this row out with a 7 over an 8. Sorry, this is a 2 over a 7, and this is a 6 over an 8. So I finished this tight fit puzzle. It was a good intro for the week and used some of these basic rules at the start, including the limits around digits, but with a lot of, say, for instance, like this big 9, forcing a 9 here immediately, giving other 9s. You can really work through it well. The tip to most remember for the future is where you can get partial digit sets, but looking across these kinds of triples, like these with these with these, basically the alternating triples and bands. We could identify at the start that 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 was this whole set. And so if you weren't seeing why 2 and 6 could be placed very early, this is a more advanced tight fit step, but will be very useful as you get further through this genre of puzzles. So thanks for watching this video. We'll see you again soon.